Welcome to Historical Side-Eye, where we take a look at old architecture. So for this episode, we're going to take a look at churches. When I go do my boots on the ground sessions, checking out places, there's always churches. There's so many churches in the area, so this is just a compilation of all the different churches that I've seen while out and about. So this one was in San Bernardino. Check out this design right here. We got an 8-pointed star and a tower that has a clock in it and another 8-pointed star and some Antiquitech on the top. This one was downtown, brick with arches. And it looks like something was covered up over here. We can see mud flood windows. And this one, we've got 3 arches. This one, some columns and a crest. Not that clear. This one, brick and a tower with like a spire. This one's tower also has 3 arches. And look here, we got the solar cross. And a familiar looking arched entranceway with multiple columns. Looks kind of like episode 2. This one is by USC. Look at this pattern. And then the tower also has 3 arches. This one has the columns in the arches. Here you can see the side of the building has some buttresses and some more arches. Here's the side of another church. Check out this pattern right here. And this familiar feature right here. Got stained glass in the side. And here we go. This one again has multiple arches in the entranceway. The pattern here has different looking solar patterns. Columns in the arches. Looks like even maybe faces in every other one of these teeth. And then the center here looks like a sun, and then columns in here. On the side, we've got a winged bird. Bottom corner, winged lion. Looks like he's holding a book or something. And here is a winged bull. And this corner looks to be an angel. Over here we got many faces of different people. Another angel. More of the same on the other side. Possibly a shield here. This corner, you can see the wings, and then a person praying here. Looks like an angel, but to me it looks like maybe there was something else there before, and the wings belong to the original design. And what is this? Maybe some sort of animal head right there. We got teeth and more people. Here's the side of it. This looks kind of like the Mission Inn, the color, and also the building in Inglewood Park Cemetery. And we got an arch back here. And here we have a sun pattern. We have these wine glass features here, and then this on the side looks like those urns that we saw in Inglewood Park Cemetery, and a copper top. We got crests and columns and brick. Seems like it was built on a brick foundation. It's probably made of brick as well, as we've seen in the episode I did about red brick. This also is a familiar feature to the Inglewood Park Cemetery. Here's some stained glass windows. This has the more pointed Moorish arch. And something in the middle here looks like a cross, some sort of seal. Raised first story entrance. And a tower. This one again has a spire similar to the church we saw earlier. Portal. And again, raised first story entrance. And over here are bricks with arches. Looks like they just filled that in with a plaque. This one has a dome. Looks kind of beat up. And a quatrefoil, which we're going to get into in a future episode. And then more brick. Big tower. It's got these plus signs in it, covered with cell phone technology, which we talked about in the MeWe group recently. Looks like nothing inside there. And here's those plus signs again. And then this feature in the brick has the solar cross. And then this, which we've seen in wrought iron before, it was in the corner on the back of some of the mausoleums in Inglewood Park Cemetery. This one looks similar to the tower we saw in episode 2, St. Joseph's Church. This one has somebody sitting in there. There's a little owl in there. I've heard it's to keep the birds away. I've seen a few of those around town. And look at this. This feature again. This tower with a dome, and looks like the antiquitet on the top is broken and falling over. And then we got a roof lantern on top of there. And bricked arch with a keystone. And looks like the 4-leaf pattern there. Here's a stained glass window. Another arch and the keystone and a pattern like we've seen all over the place in lots of previous videos. And then this almost looks like scales here, kind of dragon-like. And this was across the way there. This is another brick tower, possibly a copper top. And we got the columns. These probably had arches in it before, and these have like the corkscrew or spiral kind of columns. Another tower has like maybe a 3-leaf pattern there. And then look at this pattern in here. Again, alternating patterns like we've seen before. And again, the multiple arches. And columns with different patterns, just like episode 2, St. Joseph's Church. And here we got another stained glass window, columns, arches, raised first story entrance, 3 arches in the stained glass as well, columns, and a tower, 3 arches. Looks like it's been repurposed to have square windows or rectangular windows. This one again looks similar to other ones we've seen previously in this episode. This looks newer, but when you take a look, we got all our familiar signs. We got these pointed Moorish arches. We got, looks like maybe Antiquitech on the side here. These were probably used to be columns. And this was probably a spire that was just covered up. And there we go. And here's the side. Got the teeth. And here again, this looks new, but it just kind of looks covered up as well. Got brick. It's very nondescript. Here we got some more bricked up arches with some stained glass in them. More covered up arches with some crosses on top of it. A smaller one repurposed into a door. This one, we got the arches and the tower, and again looks like covered up. And then this one, more brick. And what's that up there? And here is another example. Look at this spire. We got two solar crosses. In 1942, the plaque says so. And here we got two more solar crosses. One in the front. This one's red. Same with this one. And then we got these windows that have these patterns in them. Looks like grapes, star. This one looks like it says Advent backwards. A crown, 3 stars and a wreath. Solar cross. Some sort of flower with a pattern in it. This looks like IHE and a crown. Not sure what this one is. And of course we got mud flood windows. Some random stonemasonry. And of course the raised 4-story entrance. Another quick look at that spire. And here's the stained glass window on the front with this figure here. Can't quite make out a face, but there's definitely the sun's rays pointing down. And like a W over here and an A over here. So there's some random churches for you in the LA area. As I said, as I go on these boots on the ground sessions, always running into churches. So I have many more already saved to show you on another episode. But for now, we'll be moving on to other subjects. But I'm sure I'll run into many more churches, so I'll be showing you guys more in a future installment of my churches series. So thanks for watching. We'll be back real soon with another episode.
There's got to be more to this thing we call time, cause the future can't be seen in terms of straight lines. So combine the sight of instincts and wisdom's eyes, stroke the lows and highs of this ride we call life.